this video, we are going to solve OWASP top 10 insecure deserialization vulnerability. So, what is meant by insecure deserialization? Insecure deserialization is a vulnerability which occurs when untrusted data is used to abuse the logic of applications. Means whenever any developer is unable to set up proper access control, then this vulnerability occurs. So this definition is still quite broad to say the least. Simply, insecure deserialization is replacing data processed by an application with malicious code, allowing anything from DOS means denial of service to RC means remote code execution that the attacker can use to gain foothold in pen testing scenario. Okay, so I'm not going to cover all this theory. You can just simply go through this theory. You can also get more information about this in Google. So just read about this. What's vulnerable? So like e-commerce, forums, API could be vulnerable for insecure deserialization. So our first question is, who developed the Tomcat application? So simply copy Tomcat application and let's try to Google it to find developer of this application. So simply search for Tomcat application developer. So in developer you can see it is developed by Apache Software Foundation. So just copy Apache Software Foundation from Google, and in answer format you can see there are, first of all we need to enter three characters, means it should be the, then paste our answer Apache Software Foundation and click on submit. Our first answer is correct. Now let's move ahead to next task. So what type of attack that the crashes services can be performed with insecure deserialization? As we read before, it's a DOS attack, means denial of service. So denial of service is used to crash any system. So simply paste that answer and click on submit. Okay, we are done with task 21. Let's move ahead to task 22. So this is just a theory part. Here OWASP top 10 explained like what is objects, what there are totally two things in the object. First one is state, another one is behavior. Okay, so just go through this theory part, and in objects you can store any value, so do not repeat multiple lines of codes again and again. So this is basic information about objects. So in this task our first question is, if a dog was sleeping, would this be a state or a behavior? Okay, if dog is sleeping means it will be its behavior, and in answer format you can see there are totally 10 characters, means our answer will be second. So simply copy a behavior and paste it into answer format and submit the answer. We are done with task 22. Let's move ahead to task 23. Before proceeding further, let's start our machine first. So just open task 21 again and click on start machine. Now extend the task 23. So here they have explained about deserialization, means what is the deserialization. So you can just go through this theory part, and in question it is asked that what is the name of best to formatting that data is sent across a network. So across a network it only understand uh, like binary, so it is 1010. So I will simply use here binary and click on submit. Okay, our this answer is also correct. Let's minimize this task and go for task 24. So here they have explained what is cookie. So the origin many memes, cookie are essential tool for modern website to function. Tiny pieces of data, these are created by website and stored on the user's computer. Okay, so this is how cookie will look like. Learn more about cookies on Google. Now just go ahead for next question. If a cookie had a path of webapp.com/login, what would be the URL? Okay, so the cookie had path of webapp.com/login, so that would be URL for the user to visit. So simply copy that URL again, webapp.com/login, and paste it into answer and click on submit. Okay, this answer is also correct. Now question is, what is the acronym for the web technology that secure cookies over the work over? Okay, so the technology which is help to secure is HTTPS. It is also called as Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secured. So this answer is also correct. Next task is, so here we are going to practice cookies practically. So they have explained we need to visit this machine. So copy this IP. We are going to start our attack box to access this. So simply click on start attack box. Okay, our attack box is now starting. Meanwhile scroll down below, and next task is, like they have explained, we need to sign up our account. Okay, after signing up, just scroll down below and right click on any page and click on inspect element and find storage disk, and there we can find cookie. Okay, so that will be in encoded format. We need to decode that, and our first flag will be our cookie value, so we need to decode that and paste it into our first flag, and second flag will be on admin dashboard. Then we need to perform some privilege escalation and log in as a admin. Wait until our attack box started. Now our attack box is started. Simply hit the enter button to close this message. Okay, now start Firefox browser to visit our target website. So it is 10.10.44.209/admin. Copy that, open clipboard, paste copied URL in clipboard. Again select it by Ctrl A, copy this by Ctrl C, close the clipboard and paste it into our web browser and hit the enter button. And you can see we directly redirected to admin page, and this site doesn't have any secure deserialization. Okay, we got our admin flag in below. It is nice one. Here's the admin flag. Simply copy admin flag thm, here the admin log, copy this, paste it into clipboard. So first of all, paste our answer in second flag. Sorry, I mistakenly pasted the URL. Open clipboard and copy our flag and paste into second flag and click on submit. Now we need to find our first flag. Okay, so to find that, close the clipboard and in URL remove the admin. So we will only visit 10.10.44.209, which is our target machine's IP. Remove the admin from URL and hit the enter button. So this is our Vim Exchange Limited. Let's try to create account by entering into join us. Give any username as you want. I am entering here a decryptor as a username and password as a 123456. Click on sign up and we have successfully created our account. Okay, as per task we need to enter into inspect element mode, click on storage den and find our flag. So simply right click on the page, inspect element, go to storage. Here we will get our cookie here. Now select our cookie, which is our target machine's IP. Click on session ID. So this is our session ID. Double click into the value, copy that value, copy that by Ctrl C. Open any text editor, like I am going to use here Sublime text editor, and paste that value. At the end you can see there are two is equal to, means this is encrypted in base64. We need to decrypt that. So to decrypt this, open terminal and use here command echo -n and paste our encoded URL. Then use pipe operator. We need to decode it by base64 -d and hit the enter button. We successfully captured our flag 1. So just extend this terminal and copy our flag from thm to close curly bracket. You can enter a command again. Okay, so this is our flag. Copy this, paste it into clipboard, copy it again and paste it into answer 1 and click the submit button. So we have successfully solved this challenge. Now If you want to perform privilege escalation by using burp suite, then what you can do, simply start burp suite professional onto this server. So first of all, extend our attack box, minimize the terminal. There is no option to open burp suite. Okay, minimize the terminal. In applications, go to web, click on burp suite community edition. Burp suite is now starting. Simply go to your Firefox setting, preferences, search for proxy. We need to set a proxy on our Firefox browser. So wait until burp suite gets started. Burp suite is started now. Click on next. Start the burp. So wait until it gets started. Just minimize this. Minimize the burp suite and click on network settings. Choose here manual proxy and enter HTTP proxy as 127.0.0.1 and port as a 8080. Tick on also use this proxy for FTP and HTTPS and click on OK. So we have successfully set a proxy on our browser. Let's open a new tab and open http://burp to download CS certificate. So simply download CS certificate from here and click on save file and OK. Open preferences again, search for certificate, click on view certificates, click on import and import latest downloaded CS certificate. Open and it is showing that this certificate is already installed, so we don't need to install this. Okay, so simply close this, close the burp. Now we need to capture the request, so simply open burp suite first. Okay, I mistakenly opened two burp suites, so simply close this, open another one, close this notification, go to proxy, turn off the interception, turn it on again, open the Firefox browser and refresh the page. Now we have successfully captured the request. Open burp suite. Let's drag it below. We are going to change user type from user to admin to check whether we are able to get admin access of this site or not. I'm using attack box till it is lagging so much. Okay, so here you can see our access level is a user. We need to make it admin. So in burp suite, in cookie, change user type from user to admin and forward the request. Again forward it. There is nothing to change. Forward, forward. There is also nothing. Again forward. Okay, there is nothing. Simply turn off the interception because we don't need to forward it simultaneously. This is capturing request of our Firefox browser. So this is not our target machine. Simply turn off the interception. After turning off the interception, we successfully got the admin access. So this is how you can change privileges from common user to admin user. Now minimize the attack box. I will simply close this. Now our next task is code execution vulnerability. So we are going to perform remote code execution vulnerability on this task. So first of all, they have given us task first to change the value of cookie from admin to user. So simply visit website which they provided. So open it in a new tab. Open try hack me again. Left click on the URL, exchange your Vim. found in the screenshot below. Okay, so open our target machine and click on exchange your Vim, and thereafter they told once you have done this, click on provide feedback. So just click on exchange your Vim, open TryHackMe, and in third task they have explained to provide your feedback. So we will simply click on provide your feedback button. Now we are redirected to provide feedback button. Thereafter they have explained about what makes this vulnerable. So this is just a theory part, you can learn more about this coding. So I'm not going to cover this because this will make our video so much lengthy. Now they have explained to start our netcat listener. So I will open Terminator and start my netcat listener on any port. So I'm going to use here port 5555. So use nc-nlvp 5555. Next they have explained that copy the paste source code. So I will just open that source code in a new tab. So it is a remote code execution vulnerabilities payload. I will copy that payload and open Terminator. I will create a one rc.py file by using nano. So use nano rc.py and paste that payload. Here we need to replace your TryHackMe VPN IP with our IP address. So to find our IP, I will open a split this window by Ctrl Shift O. Use IPA to find IP. So our IP is 10.9.10.208. So copy this and replace your TryHackMe VPN IP with our IP. Paste it by Ctrl Shift V. And also we have listening on port 5555. That's why we need to change this port from 4444 to 5555. So simply remove 4444 and instead of that use 5555. Use Ctrl O to save this, Ctrl X to exit from this. After ls you can see there is one file rc.py. So use python 3 rc.py and we successfully got this encrypted payload. So copy this encrypted payload in between single inverted comma. Copy this, open web browser, go to TryHackMe, and what they have explained to change TryHackMe VPN IP as well as copy payload, and we need to paste it into storage and encoded payload. Okay, so just open our target website, right click there, click on inspect element, go to storage, therefore click on cookies and our target website. So there is one value of encoded payload. So simply double click and remove everything from that encoded payload and paste our payload and hit the enter button. After this refresh this page, open terminal, and you can see we successfully got the reverse shell connection. So just try to use here UMI command. Okay, so it is showing that command not found. Let's try to use here Python to stabilize this window. Still Python is also not installed. Let's move ahead to home directory. So use cd/home and click ls button. So there is one user cmnatic. So just cd into that user, cd cmnatic, use ls. There is our flag. So just use cat flag.txt and we successfully captured the user flag. So copy this flag, open web browser and paste that flag on TryHackMe. So just scroll down below and in flag.txt paste our answer, click on submit. So this is how you can solve OS top 10 insecure serialization vulnerability on TryHackMe. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. And also if you are interested in learning ethical hacking, bug bounty hunting or penetration testing, you can simply enroll into my course. I have given the course link into the description. You can just check it out. Thank you for watching.